Alexis.
And I'm Tiffany, and we're the hosts of Legit Kid Lit, a video series where we get to see into the secret and silly lives of authors and illustrators.
We love to celebrate and promote books, but most of all, we want to say hey to all you readers out there trying to find that right book for you. We hope that you can find some new reads after today.
It's Legit Kid Lit episode 17, and we welcome Vicky Fang, author of the I Can Code board book series, the picture book Invent a Pet, and the early chapter book series Layla and the Bots. Woo! Hi Vicky, welcome to Legit Kid Lit. We're super excited to have you here today and super stoked to find out more about you and your books.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's warm up with a few rounds of Would You Rather. Would you rather, let's start with this one, slide down a rainbow or jump on a cloud?
I would love to jump on a cloud. My friend and I used to have this thing where we love imagining awesome things, and we always used to say we were building castles on clouds. So that's what I would like to do.
Would you rather have an unlimited amount of chips or an unlimited amount of cookies?
Oh, I am definitely a sweet tooth, so it'd have to be the cookies.
Would you rather build a snowman or a sand castle?
Oh, that one's a hard one because right now I would love to do either of those things. But I guess I'll have to say sandcastle.
Okay, for this last one, would you rather have a robot that cooks all your meals for you or cleans your house for you?
Again, such a tough call, but I think I'm gonna have to say clean the house, and it could use it.
All right, now that we're all warmed up, in 5 words, can you tell our readers what they can expect from your early chapter book series, Layla and the Bots?
Okay, 5 words. Awesome, inventions, creativity, collaboration, and fun.
I would have to agree. I read it yesterday, and it is amazing. So in book 1, we find out that Layla is in a rock band. If Layla had a song on repeat, what would it be? And do you want to sing the chorus for us?
Okay, if Layla had a song that was on repeat, so the thing that comes to mind is life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. Well, Layla's a rock star and she just likes to have fun.
What TV show would Layla be binge watching right now?
I'm gonna show my age on this one, but she would be binge watching reruns of Mythbusters, and then she would be anxiously awaiting the Netflix series for Ada Twist Scientist.
Oh, is that coming out? I haven't even heard that yet.
Yeah, I think it just got greenlit. I'm so excited for it. I think just that Layla's kind of awesome and she works together with her band of bots and they're a collaborative crew that builds neat stuff. That's about it. You gotta go read the books.
So we heard you love to invent things like robots and games that you can play with your voice. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, so I am a product designer, which means that I design how things work. And so I spent a long time at Google designing interactive experiences for kids, technology products for kids, and I just love building cool things with technology, a lot like Layla. Robots. I made these cardboard robots that you could code yourself, or buildings that play music when you hold hands with people in the space, just tons of cool stuff, because I think technology is like this magic medium. It's like you can do really wild things with it.
You wrote a picture book called Invent a Pet, which introduces basic STEAM and coding concepts and includes lots of adorable animals. What was your favorite part about writing this book?
So this is kind of cheating, but my favorite part of the book process was reading it to my kids because they love it and have so much fun with all the animals. But if I think about the writing process, I think the most fun part was getting toward the end. This was my first picture book, and I was just starting to figure out some craft things that I hadn't broken through, and so I had a couple breakthroughs, and that was just so exciting because I could feel that my writing was getting better and that I was understanding new things.
I love that, and I love when you can see that process like going in like kids or students' brains, and all of a sudden it's like boom, the light bulb goes off, and it goes from like being difficult to like, oh my gosh, I can do this. Such an awesome moment.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love seeing that with my kids too. And then I did a talk for their class recently, and it was so nice to be able to, because I knew what they were working on because we've been doing distance learning, and I could just directly address the things that they were doing. They were learning about ellipses, and so I was using Invent-A-Pet in the examples because there are all these ellipses that sort of show you what's going to happen, and they were so excited to see the things that they were learning in use.
So we do have a lot of teachers that watch the show and librarians. So if they were looking to contact you for a virtual visit, are you still doing that, and how can they kind of get in contact with you?
I am, and it's so much fun. My visit information is on my website, www.vickyfang.com/visits. And yeah, I have different things up there. I do sort of full-fledged presentations, but I also do free 15 to 20 minute talks for groups that have read my book, as long as they've purchased 10 or more books, I think.
So what advice do you have for students or kids who are interested in coding and STEAM?
Gosh, I think that right now there are so many things that you can do if you're excited about that kind of thing. I love Scratch and Scratch Junior, so if you want to do something just on your computer, you don't need to have anything, you can just go to Scratch or Scratch Junior and start coding. And then there's also all kinds of like coding toys now. A lot of kids have used some in their school, but there are ones that you can do at home too. For really little kids, there's Code-A-Pillar, and then as you get older, there's sort of like Dash and Dot, or moving up to the Lego robotics kits. So there's just so many fun things that you can do with coding now. But I think Scratch and Scratch Junior are the way to start.
Can you give us the inside scoop to your upcoming early graphic novel series that's coming out this summer?
Yes, so my early graphic novel series is called Friend Bots, and it's about two little robots, Blink and Block, and it's mostly about their friendship, but it's also a little bit about robotics.
That sounds really cool. What age group would this be for?
This is going to be part of the HarperCollins new I Can Read comics line. So if you're familiar with the I Can Read books, they're starting an I Can Read comics version. So it's introducing kids to the comic format and graphic novels, which is really fun. And this is going to be a level 2 I Can Read book.
That's awesome. I actually didn't know that they were coming out with that, so that's really exciting because I know so many kids love graphic novel format and comics and all that. So super excited, and excited for you and this new series.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited too. It is my illustration debut, so I'm deep in the drawing process right now, which is a fun, different side of my brain. Okay, here we go. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna design an amusement ride for dogs. Are you ready? Okay, step 1 is a little bit of, backstory. So think about dogs and what do they like? And write down a couple things.
Dogs like bones, dogs like balls, dogs like squishy toys, dogs like pooping in grass.
All right, let's do step 2. I love what your kids did for step 1. Okay, Step 2, come up with some amusement park ideas that you think dogs would like. So this is the brainstorm, the ideas. You come up with a few different things.
More stuff that dogs like. Dogs like humans playing with them. Dogs like roller coasters. Dogs also like dog roller coasters.
Okay, and then step 3 is to take one of those ideas and draw a picture of your design. So now go full out on one idea.
Okay, so here we have our hearts where the puppies like. Our bushes here, the person who has the puppy, the manager who presses the button, the dog roller coaster, and so the girl's gonna give the ticket to the manager. Now the dog. Goes all the way up to here and gets dizzy and then goes around a circle and
That is so awesome. I love it. That is so cool that you have to give the ticket to the manager and go up to the roller coaster. I think dogs would love it. Running up those stairs, they'd have a good time.
Vicky, thank you so much for being with us today. We had so much fun talking about STEAM and coding and inventing and bots and Layla. We're just really excited to get to read your books and enjoy inventing and creating.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun. I hope everyone gets a chance to read the books, and if you invent anything awesome, share it with me on social media. I'd love to see.
We hope you're inspired to pick up some new and exciting books.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Woo!